Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video, I was finally able to secure here my Masters of the Universe X Stranger Things crossover here between HeMan and Vecna. I have been looking for this ever since it was announced, and I know it was supposed to be a Target exclusive, but I have never seen this in any of the Targets I've ever been at. I've only ever saw it like on eBay, and it was all through like the secondary market scammers, scalpers, and yeah, it was really frustrating because this was supposed to be available to us and it was never made available to us. But I was able to finally find it. Here goes He-Man. And let's take a quick look, flip it over so that we can see Vecna real nice and clear. There he is, there's Vecna. On the side here, side panel, we have Vecna here. On the other side, we have to flip it over. We have He-Man with this little shield there. And on the back, we have He-Man versus Vecna trying to get to Castle Grayskull. And all the way in the back there, that seems to be a tiny battle cat versus a Demogorgon. Right at the front of Castle Grayskull. So let's see what the little write-up says here. It says, in the upside down Eternia, He-Man discovers how to return Eternia from the upside down. He must defeat Vecna himself. And in this decaying world, however, Vecna is more powerful than the power of Castle Grayskull itself. Oh, interesting. That they did it that way. And over here you see the weapons, how they hold it. Neat, neat, neat. I love the artwork, so I'll probably frame that panel. All right, let's open it up and take all the stuff out. All right, so here they are, He-Man and Vecna, along with my Skeletor and Demogorgon, all part of the MOTU Stranger Things crossover. And I think they look fantastic. I will say first and foremost is that the color scheme that they used for this He-Man and Skeletor is top notch. I love this color scheme that they used for them. I really wish that the Origins would have been using this kind of color scheme throughout the line, because the whole reason I don't really collect Origins is because I feel like their colors are like super duper bright. And I know it's meant for kids, and I don't have an issue with that, but the original He-Man line, although yes, they were nicely colored, they were colorful, but they were also very much like earthy tones. They weren't like, even like let's take for example Manny Faces. Even though his colors are bright, they still kind of had an earth tone to them, whereas the new Manny Faces is just like super bright all over the place. So I really enjoy the color scheme that they did on these He-Man and Skeletor. I'm very happy to have them in my collection. But let's start off by showing you right here. Let's look at Vecna, since he is the new figure in the line. And he looks really, really good. Obviously, it's the same body parts that they used for the Demogorgon. But look at all of his armor is really cool. The spider insignia there that's sticking out. All of the roots that come out of his armor, just like in the show. The roots are always coming out of him. Looks really good. The face sculpt and the paint, look at that. That's wonderful. They did an amazing job at Mattel to make him look like the Vecna from the TV show. I think he looks great. And take a look. One of his hands is a regular hand, and the other hand is that Demogorgon claw. So as you know, Vecna has one of those. One of his hands is always kind of corrupted. So they did that. They gave him a regular hand and a corrupted hand. Very neat. They gave him, looks like the buzz-off feet there. But he looks really, really cool. And again, the color scheme that they used on him looks beautiful. And then these branches here, they peg into this system here, but it works really, really well. Just pop it in like that. Very cool. You can even do it the other way if you want to do like the long tentacles coming out the top. Look at that. That looks really cool. I think Vecna came out amazing. And then here's the accessory that Vecna comes with, his clock tower. We know that once that clock tower hits a certain hour, one of the kids is about to get it. Amazing. I love this clock tower. And then HeMan, he comes with his axe and his normal power sword. But again, wonderfully colored in this new color scheme. And this new shield, which has this Dungeons and Dragons demon face on there. Very cool. And a lot of nice little detail on the inside too. Very cool. I like this new little shield. And it's all in that new color scheme. All right, let me put their accessories on them. All right, so first up, Vecna again here with his clock hammer, and I think that looks really good. It is kind of heavy, so actually it might be better just to bring it down so it doesn't swing his arm around. But I love that, like with the tentacles in the background and everything, and all of this armor on him. It just looks so good. And everything looks like it can slide on and off of him real easy now. Yeah, he just looks amazing. And of course, you would have to partner him up with his pet, the Demogorgon. And the Demogorgon, again, it's the same basic body. They just changed out the feet. And he has 2 of those corrupted hands. And he came with this D20 dice staff. That's a flaming dice with a nice callback to Dungeons and Dragons from Stranger Things. I think that's really, really cool. I think this is a really nice team up. All right, and here we have HeMan, the most powerful man in the universe. And obviously his powers don't work as well in the upside down as it does in regular Eternia. But this figure looks amazing. I love this new color scheme. I really, really wish they would have released HeMan with this color scheme from the beginning. Because this, if the Origins figures had these more earthy base tones to them, I would have collected more of the Origins figures. As it is, I only collected a few that I really liked. But I think these kind of color tones was what was missing for me in the Origins line in order for me to start collecting them. But I think they did an amazing job here. I love this new flesh tone, the wash, the airbrushing here to accentuate his muscles. It's just really, really top notch. I'm glad that they finally got to it. And I think he looks amazing. All right, and here he is alongside the original Origins HeMan. And yeah, as you can see, like, I got him. I love the fact that they made him, but his colors are like so bright. And although this is very accurate to the colors that he had as the vintage toy, I really wish they would have went more with this kind of aesthetic. I'm so happy that they changed up his color scheme. Just makes him look so fantastic. Just to really hit on that point a little bit further, like this is the MOTU Stranger Things Skeletor, and this is the original Origin Skeletor. And yeah, as you can see, super duper bright. And this was just a much better tone as far as I'm concerned for Skeletor. I think this looks really, really good. And nothing wrong with this one, but I prefer these tones more. All right, so here at the gate of Castle Grayskull, we have HeMan versus Vecna and the Demogorgon, to try to make sure that they can't get the power of Grayskull while it's in the upside down. I think this is amazing. Again, you know, it's not a crossover I would have thought of, but the fact that Mattel did these figures so well, I think they just fit really nicely into the MOTU aesthetic. I think this is an amazing job. And again, love this new HeMan coloration. I hope like any future Origins figures has some like depth to their color scheme that makes it feel like this. All right, here goes a nice head swap that I didn't think was going to work, but it works beautifully. So I took Vykron's head and HeMan's head and switched them since their bodies are very similarly colored. And look at that, it looks great. Vykron's head works really nicely on here. I do have some extra Vikron accessories, so I was able to put on his boots and stuff like that. I think that looks fantastic. And then the HeMan head works really well on this Vikron body. Look at that. That makes him look like a really rugged HeMan. I love it. That looks fantastic. Again, just a change in the color scheme, just a little bit, was able to make this look this much better. I love it. I think I'm gonna keep them like this for a little bit because I was not expecting that. I think that looks absolutely amazing. HeMan and Vykron's head can be switched out for Masterverse and Origins. I love it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look at the HeMan Vecna Stranger Things MOTU crossover. Again, I think they look fantastic. I think Mattel really did a very nice job on Vecna's face and reimagining some of the MOTU body to make this new body for him and this new armor with the tentacles. I think this looks fantastic. And HeMan's new colors, I think, looks fantastic as well. I think they did an amazing job with this. And yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is actually like my favorite Origins HeMan to date, simply because of the slight color changes. And I think it worked out really well. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye now.